So welcome everyone. I'm Sharon Thornton with Free Spirit Fabrics. We are here today for our Inspired by Free Spirit Fabrics. We are here with a very special guest, Kaffe Fassett. We're very excited to have him here today because he is going to be sharing with us his 85 and Fabulous fabric line. So he's going to talk to us a little bit about how and what inspired him to create this line. And I'm very excited to hear about it. And I'm sure that all of you will too. I wanted to share with you that I'm coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Kaffe and Brandon are both live in England. The time difference, Kaffe, you'll have to tell me what it is. I know that here North Carolina 10 o'clock. And Brandon are both live in England. I'm hearing feedback. The time difference, Kaffe, you'll have to tell me what it is. Does Brandon have something on, Kaffe?
Brandon, keep getting a vibration.
Difference, Kaffe, you'll have to tell me what it is. Does Brandon have something on, Kaffe?
Nope. Nope.
No. Hold on a second.
No, that's you talking.
We're getting an echo.
It's an echo of you.
Right. Has another device been turned on?
No, that's you.
Nope. Let me just see.
Right.
Just checking the office.
Nope.
Turned on?
No, that's you.
All right, hold on. I gotta check my office. Sorry, everybody. Be patient. Beautiful quilt behind me that you'll get to see. Frozen snowballs.
The echo's gone now, Sharon. Hello, everybody.
I'm getting feedback. I don't know if it's them or if it's us.
I think it's okay now, Sharon.
Stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like it may have stopped. Okay, great. Well, anyways, so thank you everybody for continuing to be patient with us here. So there's a frozen snowball quilt that's behind me. I know that you can't quite see it all perfectly, but this is a picture of it. It's a gorgeous quilt that was designed by Kaffe in this fabric line that he's going to share with us. So anyways, I'm going to turn this over to Kaffe. I'm sorry about the little echoing feedback, but we've got it straightened out. And we're very excited, Kaffe, to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And let me turn this over to you. So let me see.
Talk about how the range came about.
Boy, I've been thrown off a little here from all that, Kaffe. All right, there you are.
Am I on now?
Yes, you're on. You're front and center. Thank you, Kaffe.
Great. Okay. Well, we're celebrating my 85th birthday. I cannot believe it. I still feel about 8 years old, not 85. So it is incredible to me that we're in that sort of range. But because of that, I was asked by lovely Free Spirit to look into all the huge archives that we've designed, which we've been looking into anyway, because we're about to have a big exhibition here in London in September. So if anybody is in the mood to travel, there's going to be a celebration of all the prints that we've done over the years called The Power of Pattern. Anyway, looking at those, I was seeing that I've always been in love with circles. And I think it started when I first started designing needlepoint. And I said to a shop, I want to do a circular design. And they said, you can never do a perfect circle in needlepoint. Well, that was like a red rag to this bull. And one of the designs that I came up with was called Suzanne. And you can see, I don't like perfect circles anyway.
Right.
I love wonderful, primitive, do it yourself kind of circles. So this is the needlepoint cushion that I did based on one of our fabrics.
That's beautiful.
And, all of my inspiration has come from the ethnic world, really. For instance, this is one of my patterns. And this was, it's called zinnia. And that was based on the robe of a priest in a painting that I saw in South America. And just the idea of this robe covered with flowers that look like big polka dots was just so intriguing to me that I just had to do something about it. So I came home and I did a fabric. This is a new colorway because this is one of the ones that's in our collection of 85 and Fabulous.
That's beautiful.
I love the Fabulous being added to that celebration. Anyway, so you can see that this is kind of a circle. One of the things I realized was that a lot of the things that are turning me on in life are flowers, and flowers are very circular for the most part. And of course, we have fabulous colorways on that. I mean, this is one of the things I love about fabrics is that you're going to cut them into pieces. And so I like the idea of having a scrap of fabric to play with. But also here we've got, you know, to go with our blue theme here, your quilt behind you, Sharon, is blue. And this one is definitely got aqua on a kind of chocolate brown background, which was Liza Lucy's idea.
It's beautiful.
And then to get into further circles, I mean, further blues, this is really strong sort of turquoise on a cobalt blue.
Beautiful.
But one of the things that I really love is beach balls. And this was a great joy to bring back because it's just one of those patterns that I just whipped up one day. And when it came in as a fabric, I've used it over and over and over in many, many, many quilts. And I've seen people do amazing things with it as my fan base. So that's a red sort of version.
So Kaffe, I have a question for you about the beach ball design.
Right.
Was that in one of your, I just don't know, is that in one of your first collections that you had done?
Not first, sort of middle of my time of designing.
Okay.
There's a sort of blue.
Yeah, it's beautiful
version of it. Yeah, that's looking very, very sparky on the screen. So, I would say that this came kind of in the middle of my designing, really. I'm terrible I'm not into those details.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just curious. I didn't know if that was at the beginning of when you first started designing fabric or not.
Yeah, and that is the same scale. I'm going to change scale. I changed scale on one of the patterns that's in the collection, but everything else is the same. Now, one of the things that's interesting about scale is that this is probably one of the biggest patterns that I've done.
That's beautiful.
So we get that real shock of great, big, massive circles.
That's called target. Yeah, targets. Yeah.
And that is just incredibly exciting to play with. But one of the things, and I like, also, I love dark quilts. So this is a dark version of it. And you can see how that kind of glows with the greens and blues. And
the colors are great.
I love the sort of grease green that's in the background there too. So that it's a lot of neutral kind of colors. So that was exciting. But one of the things that has been very exciting, you know, that Brandon and I were able to travel the world for years teaching workshops. And I know that I've talked about this before, and I hope that I'm just not sowing sawdust for all of you, but black and white was one of the things that a lot of my students would pick up on in a shop, particularly a shop that had good, big scale black and white prints. And they start mixing that with bright colors. And it was so fresh and exciting that eventually I got the bug and started designing things that were more black and white. And so this is a real high contrast target. So you can see how exciting that is.
That's beautiful.
Play with.
Wow. These look great. These are delicious, Kaffe.
Good. They're meant to be.
Yes.
And then when it came to beach balls, I started, giving that same high contrast treatment to lots of things, but I mean, look how it just defines those beach balls and how playful they get.
Yes, it's really nice.
So that's that. And then while we're still on the subject of circles, one of the things that I started going back over my old quilts that I like and seeing what was attractive. And one of the things I kept noticing was this scale, a slightly smaller scale of spools. Now, you know, some of you might not know, but I started out as a knitter. And so I was constantly in yarn shops, and I would see these, particularly weaver shops, you would see spools of yarn on the shelves, and they had little tiny centerpiece that then all the yarn was wrapped around. And that just made such a nice pattern. And
It does.
you know, get that. And particularly, look how exciting that is when you get into the black and white. It's like big pearly buttons.
It is. Wow. Look at that. Very nice.
Yeah, I find that very exciting. And this cuts up wonderfully. I've really had a good time playing with this scale. And then, of course, it comes in delicious blues too. So there's a nice blue one, which goes well with my shirt.
It does.
Yeah.
Wow. These are wonderful, Kaffe.
So there's that. And then while we're still in the sort of area of circular flowers, I love carpets. It's one of the big inspirations for me. And so this is called sprays, these sprays of flowers. And there are certain kind of carpets that come out of the Orient that just play with great big branches of flowers, circular flowers. And I just love them.
Yeah.
And so this became a good fabric. And
that's a nice one to cut up too.
Yeah, it is. It makes a great border. And this is, you know, it in high contrast. Look at how fun that is. Woo!
Wow.
I'm enjoying seeing that on my little screen.
Yes, that's really beautiful. These are wonderful, Kaffe. And your colors are just amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I mean, I particularly have been having a great time playing with this high contrast one. And then one of the things that I really loved when I was playing with kind of Oriental themes, which I do a lot in my, it's going to be this direction. Where just overlapping trees, I would look at Oriental paintings and also Haitian paintings, where you see just tree after tree after tree with different scales and patterns of leaves, and how attractive that is. And so this is something I played with. And this one we did bump up to a slightly bigger scale, because the first one I did was quite tiny, which was fine for a small print, but it wasn't so good if you wanted to do something with a slightly larger scale. And my favorite one of it is this kind of celadon color, which is like an old faded tapestry.
Wow, that's really beautiful too.
Very, very delicate.
Yes, very nice. Wow.
Sharon, I wanted to add in here a little bit. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Brandon.
Hello there. I've heard that Free Spirit have been announcing that this range is coming, and it's hugely exciting and long awaited. Some people are saying, oh, I still have that in my stash. Well, I'm afraid you don't, because all these fabrics are new, brand new colorways. So Kaffe has recolored the fabric, nearly all of them, and it's completely given them a new life.
Yeah.
So do have a closer look at these fabrics, because they're completely new and fresh.
And also they're only going to appear once and then they're gone.
Exactly.
Which is what most designers in our industry have to do with this every single season. And I'm one of the few blessed people on this earth for having a classic range and being able to play with a pattern for season after season after season and pair it with the new things coming in and so forth. That's not usually the way. So with this one, it's once and done. So if you like it, go out and get it.
Sharon, I want to ask, is the range in the shops now?
No.
Oh.
So, right. So this collection, this is what I wanted to share with everybody today. In order to order it, so go to your local quilt shop if you're interested in purchasing this range, to be sure that they're buying it, because the retailer's cutoff to buy it is July 18th. So like Kaffe just said, it is a one and done. So when it is ordered, the retailer has to order enough or she can't reorder it, and it ships in December of 2022. And that's the month of Mr. Kaffe's birthday.
Oh, so it will be out in December. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
And are Free Spirit doing half-yard pre-pack cuts? So can
Yes.
people purchase those?
Very good question. I thought I had a pre-cut here, but they're not here yet because the fabric's
I
not
might
in.
have one in the office. Hold on.
Okay.
So
But
we'll see. And
we'll get-
while he's gone, I'm just going to say that there's another. I love stripes, and I decided to do the chevron stripe,
That's gorgeous.
which is based on old Chinese robes, where they have, you can see that every stripe has a shading from light to dark, and that makes it very exciting to cut up and play with.
So how's that for a tease? Now,
Wow.
what would this be like for a Christmas present? Because it's going to be launched in December,
Right.
and somebody who loves you so much that they know that you're worth it
That's
will
right.
see this on the top of your Christmas want list. So this
Exactly.
is a Free Spirit pre-prepared pack of
Brandon, I
half-yard
don't know
cuts.
how, I mean, you guys have that. I didn't find any of that in the office today. So a nice
And
6-inch.
oh my God, it feels so good. So,
Well, I'd
yeah.
also like to say, though, we're going to have half-yard stacks of the pre-cuts too. They're going to be half-yard cuts. So
Okay. And there's a blue version of that, which is on the quilt behind you as well. It's the inner border.
oh yes,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's in a couple of the snowballs too.
Yeah. And that comes in lovely browns, which I adore.
Mm-hmm.
And then this kind of wonderful, shocking pink.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the pastel people, a lovely kind of spring coloring of delicate, soft pastels.
That's beautiful.
So that's for that pattern. And then to end with, we have something that I just love, and which is on the, it's upside down. That's how much I love it. So there's a very, the original kind of colorway of this pattern, which is called Persian Bars. And you can see it's got a little vase sprouting many, many, many flowers.
So pretty.
Yeah, like there's a better version of it. You can see more. And it's in the center of the quilt behind you, Sharon. So if you stand aside for a second, they can see how that cuts up inside your quilt.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Hold on.
yes, the center of that.
Hold on, I'm
And,
going to show everybody, Kaffe.
Yeah, that's a black background version of it, which I'll show you in a
Right
second.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there are
And
the
then
stripes.
here we have a red version.
Wait, hold on, Kaffe. I have to switch the screen back to you.
Okay,
Hold on, I think it's both of us again. Hold on, bear with me. I'm gonna get the screen just to Kaffe because everybody doesn't want to see me. They want to see Kaffe. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, now it's back on me. There you are.
am I there?
You're
Good.
there.
So there's the red version.
Really gorgeous.
Very, very high red. And let's see. Oh, just for the forest one, I forgot to show this dark one, which I really love. So this is Oriental Trees. And look at that, how rich and amazing that is.
It's beautiful. Kaffe, we love that you give us a gorgeous crayon box to work with.
Well, that's my mission in life, is to give the paint box to these fabulous creative people in the world. You know, one of the best experiences I ever had was giving a contest where we had people work with our artisan range. And I'm telling you, I was so knocked out. Every single entry was just gorgeous and unexpected. I was absolutely, have my little notebook out saying, oh my God, I could use it like that. And oh my God, look at a border for this and so forth.
Right.
So, you know, it just gave me so many wonderful ideas. And it was great fun showing people around that exhibition at Houston when we were there.
Yes.
They made me stop showing people what during a selling time because too many people came to look at the quilts and weren't shopping, which Madam Owner got very upset about. Anyway, that's kind of the run of the. Oh, this is a lovely soft colorway. Very, very.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Pastel blue.
Yes, gorgeous. Look at that. Look at all the colors.
Yeah. Imagine a wonderful pair of huge trousers in this.
Oh, that would be very nice. Like some palazzo pants or something. Yeah.
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 Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
How many designed in the range?
I think there's, how many, is it 30 SKUs in the range?
Yes, there's a total of 30 SKUs in the collection.
Yeah.
Different color, that includes all the colorways and whatnot in this collection. So
yeah.
Kaffe, I think we should have named this collection 85 and Still Fabulous.
Still fabulous after all these years.
Right.
Listen, let me tell you something. What's fabulous is that people are still being creative and being hungry for the fabrics. And every time I sit down, I'm looking at my little table now where I sit and paint. And when I paint, I think of all the people in the world that we've met, all the workshops and the lectures, and how, you know, people have come up to me afterwards and said, look at this shirt, look at this little scarf, look at this blah, blah, blah that I've made from your fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very rewarding
Mm-hmm.
and gives me a lot of impetus to go on, because I'm sitting there thinking, what colorway shall I do next? Oh, there was that wonderful pastel quilt that somebody did.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to need a kind of delicate version of this. And somebody else who's into very dark and mysterious and rich tapestry-like colors is going to want that. And so, you know, it just spurs me on. So I'm very lucky that we've been able to get out and travel the world, and boy, do we miss it. So we will be doing a tour across America this year. We're back on our tours for the first time, and it is so exciting. Both of us are very excited about it. Brandon's going to come and talk to you about it.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh yeah, we've actually got a couple of other things prior to that. We're going to be tomorrow. We're going to be in Edinburgh, teaching a week of workshops at a castle with World of Quilts, World of Travel, I think they're called. Anyway, a group of 30 American ladies. And then we go to Ireland, we're teaching there. So if you want to come and join us in Ireland, I know there's some places still available. We depart for the US at the end of September, and we'll be launching our next book, which is called Quilts in Wales. And we've photographed the book in the most extraordinary 13th century castle in North Wales called Powys Castle. It is really magnificent. So when you see the location, you'll drool over there. And we're going to actually be having an exhibition in that castle in 2024. So watch out for that one. But before then, in the middle of January, there's going to be an enormous launch for something that we've been working on for the last 2 years, I'm not allowed to tell you what that is. You have to wait until the middle of January to hear the and when they talk about it. But it also will incorporate the 85 and Fabulous collection. So that's a little bit of a sneaky secret to how that's involved with this big launch. And some people are asking, can you ride it? Well, maybe. Can you bake with it? But I don't know. You'll just have to wait and see. I can't tell you anything more than that. But yeah, just hold your breath until then. But anyway, we are really proud of this collection. It's something very new, very different. And we look forward to seeing how you guys use it and incorporate it with your other projects that you're working on. And yeah, hopefully that will keep on inspiring you guys.
Well, you definitely do. I was going to say that to Kaffe when he was talking. I mean, he's talking about how the quilters have inspired him, but he inspires us. So it's a great inspiration the whole way around, right?
Absolutely. And this behind me is one of the sateen backing fabrics, the 100 and something,
108
inch wide sateen. And I'm feeling it because I just can't resist.
I know.
Give myself a little bit of a rub. So anyway.
Yeah, so that's 100% cotton sateen, which feels fabulous.
Yeah, and
so,
this is my lattice mad
plaid,
and it's been blown up in scale slightly from the original to work on this satin base. So if you're looking for something to back in your project, keep that in mind.
Yes. Could Kaffe come back into the screen? Because one thing we didn't talk about was his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry, Kaffe, for putting you back on the
There
spot.
it is.
We just want to talk about that beautiful shirt you have on, and that's made from 108-inch sateen as well.
Get a piece of Mille Fiori. Yeah, this is Mille Fiori, which is based on paperweights, circular paperweights. I think Brandon's going to bring you a piece of it in a second. It should be right in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And this colorway was really, really popular. This is slightly bigger than there's the original piece. Oh, right. We've got our lovely model modeling it. So you can just see the circles.
Right.
That's my bosom.
But anyway, come closer. Yes, you can see how rich that is. This is the colorway that is massively big seller.
Yes. Well, it's blue. I mean,
so if you want to be like everybody else, you can do that. Oh, oops, our background's falling down.
Up, the 108's coming down.
Okay, so we have how many people do we have for you in shower?
I can't see that. Hold on, let me see if I have Kristen's answering questions, Nancy's answering questions, and Brandon was keeping track. So hold on, I'm gonna see if there are any questions. You guys, no? Any questions? How many people? Okay. Okay, so lots of oohs and ahs, no specific questions that you haven't already answered, and there's about 150 people watching. And we're gonna post this on our social media, all platforms, and you gentlemen are gonna post to your platforms as well?
We are, but before we go, we have, because they are all so fabulous for tuning in, we have a little bit of a giveaway, don't we, Sharon?
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me. Do you want to ask the question?
Okay, yeah. Do you have your pen and paper ready?
Yes.
So first person to answer, Nancy or Christine, this question: which city was Kaffe born in?
Ooh, and the winner will receive a half-yard cut early of the 85 and Fabulous collection.
Holy moly, that's mega.
That is a real treat, because to show your friends that early, they're going to be quite envious.
Wow, can I enter?
Sure, why not? No, you can't answer the question because
you work for the company.
So anyways, well, thank you guys for joining us today.
Oh, can I just finish by saying, if anybody wants to know where we're going on any of our dates, tune into kfassett.com events page on social media, and you'll be able to find out any information on where we're going in the next coming up months.
Yeah, because I hope that we see a lot of you on this tour we're going to do in the autumn across America.
Yes, I hope we are too. Well, I know we're going to see you.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be in the Charlotte area, so we're very excited
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, yeah.
I love that shop there.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, there's wonderful shops that are going to be hosting you, Kaffe, and we're excited about that. So Kaffe, we're excited that you shared 85 and Fabulous with us. You do look fabulous, and I can't believe you're 85. So
I can't either.
So, but hey, seriously, I mean, it's not even a joke. You look great. So 30 designs in this collection. The cutoff to order for retailers is July 18th. So please reach out to your local quilt shop and ask them if they're buying it. Again, this is a one and done collection. This will not go into our reorderable catalog. I would say that this is truly a collector's, collection. You might want to buy bolts and put it into your own stash, right? So this will deliver in December of 2022. Kaffe, thank you for designing, coloring, and sharing this with us. We love it. And look for Kaffe and Brandon on tour this year. Answer the question about the giveaway. What city was Kaffe born in? And we will send you, it's only one giveaway. So it's a very special question and a very special gift. So don't forget about Kaffe's 108-inch backings in the collective. They have gorgeous backings, as Kaffe is showing in his shirt and the background. There's plenty of designs and color that he shares with us. So Kaffe, thank you for joining us and inspiring us as you always do.
You're very welcome.
And we'll see you soon. Enjoy all your travels.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, Brandon.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.